Hey everybody, so thanks for watching the last video. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a jack-o'-lantern decal for your door. It's October and Halloween's coming up, so some of you might be interested in it. So first you need to figure out how big you want it and what you want it to look like, and so I decided I want mine to be 200 by 200 approximately. So to do that I'm going to draw a reference line. So I picked a plane to sketch on, and two lines that are bound to the origin, and I choose the ends of those lines, and I want it to be 200. And these lines are not equal, and that's an issue. So we're going to make them equal. Now they are equidistant from end to end, including the midpoint. And I want these lines to be reference, so they're constructed. Now, I'm not really good at art, so I'm going to use a computer to help me. And I'm going to select this face. This is called a capture canvas. You can click insert or just the picture there. And then select image. And you have to find it in your file manager or however you use your files. But you can just click on that, and that's the one I'm going to use. And you see that it brings it in, and it's often the way it is. It's not correct, it's the way you want it. So to rotate it, you just click this thing, and then you can click in the corner right here to make it scale proportionally. And so I decided that I want the 200 by 200 to start about here. I don't really mind this thing being over 200. Well, I might. So we'll make it to the top of that, which is here. So let's say that's about 12. So it's about that. And we can check how long this is by just drawing a line and see how it is. And it's about 100, which means that this should be also 100. So that's good. Now this is pretty useless right now because you can't just have this model itself, and traditionally if we just were to draw it by straight lines like this, then it would be very it'd be artistic, but it wouldn't be very beautiful or accurate or true. So first thing you can notice about this this picture here is that this side, the outline on the outside, seems to be the same as that side. They seem to be exactly the same. These eyes and this nose don't go right down the middle, however. And this is obviously different on the side. If you were to cut this in half by this line, the only things that really are exactly the same are the outside lines of the round parts of the pumpkin. So what we can do to save some time is instead of drawing a line, we can draw a spline. I use this one for this method. It's called control point spline, so you just click that. And since we're going to mirror this to save time, I'm just going to start right here. So first we click on the sketch. Right there. And you just click to add a point, and you see how it will move. It'll follow the point that's kind of constraining it in a way. And if you want to make a harsh line with this, you see that would still look kind of wrong. So you press the check mark to end it, and the tool will stay open and you go to the next line. And if you just go around carefully, using your eye to do it, and adjusting your own abilities, you can get some pretty good results. So I'm just going to go around here. So remember, when you get to the end here, you'll want to click the check mark to make a sharp corner. And when you get to the end of your mirror line, since we're going to mirror these, the other line is going to match here. And if we click on this and press Control and then click on the line, and we press the same thing, it will make it so this line is tangent here. So that means if we were to mirror it, that means it'll be fully in the same arc. But it does mess up some of the points, so we just need to fix that and do the same to the top. Okay, so now what we need to do next is to mirror it. So we go to the mirror, and you could just press M, I believe, but you get this mirror, which is to mirror a body. And we are in a sketch, so we want to mirror lines, which are 2D, not 3D. So if you double click on one line that's connected to the other lines, it will select all of your lines. So you don't have to go in and select each line. So right here, I believe we have 3 different lines. I just save time by selecting one line twice, and it selects them all. So we have 3 objects here, which are our lines, and we have a mirror line. It should be that. So to choose the mirror line, you click on here and select, and you choose that. And you can see very, very accurately, this is mirrored. It is exactly the same on both sides. However, this right here probably stays there. So on this project, we're going to make a sketch for each feature. So we're going to make a sketch for this part, the outside, the nose, the eyes, and the mouth. So stop this sketch, and you can name your sketches if you want. On this project, it's pretty simple. I'm not going to do it. So next, let's do the eyes. So we'll press L on our keyboard, and we'll click on this plane. And you see that your sketch has kind of gotten rid of the picture. So this has to do with time. So let's move that back. And now you can see that it's there. The timeline is kind of confusing. You just have to play around with it. So let's draw a line. Okay, now that we have this shape, you can see how it curves like that. Well, to do that, we're going to fillet these lines to give them a rounder edge. But first, let's get rid of the excess. So you can push trim on the keyboard. And then you can go up to here, fillet. And you can see that's way too much. So you use the arrow to find the right, come down, and that looks great. Press enter. Right click, repeat fillet. Alright, so now we have an eye. This eye is not constrained, you see. However, for this project, that's fine. This is more artsy than traditional cat. So, if we were to mirror this, you'll see that by double clicking on the line, we select the whole thing, and you see it's here, and do this. It's not exactly the same, which could be fine for our podcast. However, if you want this to be exactly like this picture, you'll just have to draw that again. So let's draw that again. Or actually, you could copy it, because I assume they're the same size. And then you press Control V to paste. And now you have an arrow. And that's a fast way to put a secondary one of the same thing in the right place. Now you got 2. Alright, so now let's do the notes. Okay, now we have the nose, and you can see here that there's a secondary thing there. So on this, we could model that. However, if we do, and that is solid and this is subtracted, and when we print it and we take it off the bed, that's just going to be a separate part. What we could do is we could raise the nose and then subtract the inside of that. However, I think that we're just going to take all the inside structure out. I think that would look much better and it would be easier for reality. So now, if we notice about this mouth here, it's not perfectly round. No, it's not a real circle, and I bet you that this one isn't either. It might be. It's probably more elliptical. It might be an ellipse. This definitely is not. It's an irregular shape. It's kind of thicker here. It's, so we're going to do the same thing we did for the outside for this guy. And I'm just going to go around without thinking about the teeth for now, because these are really straight, square, and the tool that we're using really likes curves, and that's good for what we're doing. But for this project, we're just going to go around the outside and use lines for the next step. We just go to spline, and it's control points. Alright, now that we have this drawn, let's take care of those teeth. So press escape to get rid of that tool. Press L on our keyboard and find where our teeth. So we can just follow the teeth. So now we have these lines here, which we can trim. Just press T for trim. So that did something we don't want. So what happened there, press Control Z, you can see this line wasn't actually touching, which is a problem, so we should fix that. It's touching this guideline, which is not really what we want. So press L on our king with the line, go past that, and then so now if we hover over this, highlights, which means that's our closed shape. It's closed properly. Closed, closed, closed. Alright. Last thing we have to do is the stem up. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so you can see I sort of messed up on this here. It's a little too light on the outside, showing too much of the model being cut off. So we can just edit that. Just gotta not overdo it. So that looks good to me. So before we do any extruding, I'm going to go ahead and save. So press Control S, and we're going to name this Jack Decal, and save that. And now you don't have to do it over and over again in case something happens. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to extrude the basic shape of it 3 millimeters. And if we get rid of our canvas by moving that light bulb, you can see that, wow, it looks pretty much exactly like what we have. It's a good way to do this. So we want to hang this on our door outside. Now, we can't really do that too easily. Jam a nail through or screw into it, or smart and make a circle. So let's go ahead and do that. And then in Sketch, press E for extrude, and we're going to extrude the whole thing, cutting it, and you don't need to look at our sketches anymore. That looks fine to me. And because it's in the middle and the shape, this is the only part really that is giving more mass to the other side, which is okay. It's not really a lot. And the teeth are a little off too. It'll probably hang straight. But if we want to make sure that it hangs straight, we can add a little bit of a pyramid kind of shape to the top of it. So that looks good to me. So now we can trim the rest off. We do not need that. And this is not a closed shape, so when we know the center, we can make a circle. And now let's close shape. So we just got the rest. So now we got a teardrop shape, so the nail will rest. Fill up that just. That's it. Alright. So now it looks nice. Alright. So to make this into our STL, all we do is save. Save often, and then click that. You can also click on the Make 3D Print. And I'm going to do medium mesh because it's not very complex and it'll take less space. I always uncheck output because it never works for me. It can work for you, that's fine. So, it's selection, we can click the body, or if we want the name to be the same, we click that. That was really fast, which is great. So we get something like that. These lines are all triangles. Well, the lines aren't. They form triangles. So that's how the STL file works. So just click OK, and we're going to save this in our new folder. So this project is Jack STL. We'll do it. Alright. And then we don't need virtual 2. Save. Okay. So now the last thing we have to do is, of course, change this terrible color. It's not really an orange here. That's okay. There we go. That looks good. Alright, well, if you liked the video, press like. If you want to see our time-lapse print of this and the settings for Kira that we're going to make for this to get ready for printing, subscribe. And if you have any comments on what you'd like to see us do next, that'd be great. Or any questions. Have a great day. See ya.